Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it's indeed a great honor and a privilege for me to be here amongst you today. I love Australia, been here about 5 years back, and I'm very happy to be here once again. I knew I had to come here the minute I read the invite. My 19 years at First Women Bank have been spent convincing people that women businesses and their bankers deserve to be taken seriously. I'd like to share the source of my own motivation, a quote from Bernard Shaw. "This is the true joy in life, being used for a purpose, recognized by yourself as a mighty one, being a force of nature instead of a feverish, selfish little clod of ailments and grievances complaining that the world will not devote itself to making you happy. I am of the opinion that my life belongs to the whole community, and as I live, it is my privilege alone to do for it whatever I can. I want to be thoroughly used up when I die, for the harder I work, I rejoice in life for its own sake. Life is no brief candle for me. It is a sort of splendid torch, which I've got a hold of for the moment, and I want to make it burn as brightly as possible before handing on to the future generations. To be at a conference celebrating serious women's business is indeed an honor and a privilege. From Pakistan, I'm a very proud Pakistani, but I'm sure I can see some raised eyebrows in the audience. Perhaps because when most people think Pakistan, they think suicide bombers and religious extremism, not banking excellence. And I'll be the first to admit far too many accounts of Pakistani women have portrayed us a whimpering mass of subjugated women in chains and veils. I'm here to discredit both these notions simply because they don't do justice to my country. There are many, many more layers that deserve investigation, recognition, and that's the story that needs to be told. For some of you unfamiliar with First Women Bank Ltd, we're the world's only bank for women, designed, managed, and run by women for women. The bank was set up in 1989 by the Islamic world's first premier, woman premier, Benazir Bhutto, who wanted a bank that would meet the special needs of women entrepreneurs. This was obviously in line with her vision for a new, egalitarian, more women-friendly Pakistan. Her tragic assassination last year had deprived the 80 million women of Pakistan of the benefits of such a visionary leadership. But the bank Benazir Bhutto set up is still carrying the flag high. We're still committed to the original vision of the bank in a society where women will step up and assume their responsibilities. A new Pakistan where the status of women is transformed, where they're not passive beneficiaries of stale dole-outs, but dynamic agents of social change. And what makes the change possible is our twin charter, the unique banking model that is FWBL. Our charter commits us to all forms of a business a commercial bank would undertake, but with a view to the economic empowerment and emancipation of women. This is why the FWL model is unique, ladies. We're not a DFI using donor monies for sanitation projects or subsistence level income generation projects that neither are we slave to the bottom line. Making money is important, but it is not our sole aim. We're equally committed to women empowerment. Our objective then is to make women development a commercially viable proposition for women from all income stratas of society. And this duality is perhaps why neither commercial bankers nor development financiers are completely comfortable with us. They just don't seem to understand it's possible to make money while pursuing a developmental agenda. But it is possible, and whenever I'm asked for proof of this, I just quote one figure: 815%. This, ladies, is the increase in our pre-tax profit since the year 2001, when the bank was heavily in losses. We're lending more. Our advances for this period have increased by over 318%, but our recovery rate is incredible at 98.5%. In a world where the industry average is 60%, 98% isn't just fantastic, it is phenomenal. But we've never compromised on the developmental agenda to get these fabulous results. The elimination of child labor from the carpet weaving industry in six districts and 22 villages of Punjab is one of the achievements we're very proud of. We partnered with ILO IPEC for this project and started providing credit for income generation to the mothers of these children in a project titled Combating Child Labor in the Carpet Weaving Industry. In just 2 years, we eliminated the scourge of child labor in these areas and recovered all our money. While other banks talk about developing meaningful relationship with their clients, our relationships actually work for us. We trust our clients and they honor our commitments to us. But what actually makes these relationships work? Why do these women keep coming back to us? Most significantly, why have we never confronted a run on the deposit, even in the worst of times, such as the time in 1996 when the entire equity of the bank was blown away due to speculative forex deals? Did we ever confront the clients on the run? The fact that FWBL actively promotes is the main reason. Promotes a nuanced understanding of banking. Our style isn't the sort you'll see at most other banks. We won't throw money at the client and come back a year later to collect the debt. We believe in engaging with our clients through the entire process and helping wherever we can. Even when we were working against child labor, we didn't just provide small loans to the mothers. We set up micro-business units. We provided skill training to the mothers. We provided non-formal education, and the results were outstanding. More than 16,000 women were provided non-formal education, 5,842 children weaned out from child labor, and the target market was women living under the line of subsistence level. I want to quote an example of Ishrat Bibi. The project was a collaboration of ILO, First Women Bank Ltd, 2 NGOs, Bunyad and Sudhar, and the Carpet Manufacturing Association. Ishrat Bibi came for a loan of $150. She bought wool, raw material for weaving that carpet, and after 6 months, ladies, she sold that very carpet for $1,500. We removed the middleman. We removed the middleman by the support of the Carpet Manufacturing Association, and these are the public-private partnerships that the World Bank is actively promoting. Honestly, it didn't take rocket scientists to figure out that it wasn't enough to just provide these women with microcredit. They were just living in rural areas and had neither education nor skills. So if we wanted